man. That's cool. Booed up.
Welcome everyone to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. Right? And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. We'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake.
Yeah, I was like, let's go over here, because nigga, it's funny because I seen his chick first. Well, yeah, cause I was like, oh, because like, you know, like there was a gang of fucking, you know, Hispanic women in there with chicks. I'm like, God, damn, what the motherfuckers is up in here? And
they'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Yeah, I said, nigga, they in here. And then I seen her, I was like, damn, another one? And then you know, you can just tell somebody fucking just looking at you. And then I looked over, and then I see a nigga looking at the mirror, so okay, Ken here. I was about to tell him, look at this one right here. But she's standing right by that nigga, and I'm like...
And he'll set up to throw. Finds an open target on the left side.
Oh, hell.
Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Well, a huge play.
I was like, how about telling my nigga, come on, Jay, because she was like in that little area. I'm like, nigga, I'm nigga, come on here. But then she's standing right by it, nigga, and I walked over there. I'm like, oh, I'm not telling about this shit right here. And then he was like, oh, some Sunday, this is my girl. I said, oh, what's up? That shit would have been playing as hell. She was like away or something. He was like, hey, look at this one right here, man. Not bad dog. What's up?
Offense getting
tall
set.
too.
Second down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
Yeah, nigga, they're like damn near the same height.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got his man in the open field. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments.
Intuitive
right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
The Ducks are on the move here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Yeah.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running down.
Nah, how he was talking about fucking kids or something with the other motherfucker. That's who he needs to be trying to have kids with this one. Well, from the outside looking in, I don't know what the fuck that girl's about.
Freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Here's the second down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so
nigga is a lover boy.
Attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
This is crucial.
I love a boy, man. I'm gonna be a lover boy.
Trying to force a field goal. 2nd and 10 here. 2 receivers Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down.
Nigga just fucking ran out the pocket. Man,
in a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Yeah, this nigga fucking, that's how he got down here and scored. No, fucking second play of the game did that stupid ass screen.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team.
This man, this nigga fucking just hiked the ball and then fucking ran up the middle with his quarterback.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Here comes the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Gives it to the back. No shot to bring him down. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, I said, I think he was very hyped on there.
Decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Here's the handoff. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
The DB's
They going into the new one come out?
Coverage. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone.
This nigga, bro, quarterback be on
They
some
took a downfield shot.
other shit, man.
The opening quarter.
No, I mean he did that screenplay and then he got a tight end play that got him some yards, and then he just got he's not throwing the ball like vertically at all. But I'm talking about my quarterback. This nigga was wide open, bro. Nigga just fucking airmailed it. He does that shit all the time.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
My blackest son.
Downfield, into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Surprised the nigga fucking put this bitch on the money.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. You better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He
Cause more fumbles. They got fucking hammer on Hall of Fame and fucking aftershock
underneath to the drag route and get some positive yards.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Boyd snap to the back. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a 1st down.
You know,
I've squared him up already because he's still ain't gonna win
no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing that he's potentially capable of doing it.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Ducks come to the line on the hurry up. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks keep the football on the move. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
There we go.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback.
-5.
The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision and giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught for the completion. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive.
This nigga came down.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
North and south. I mean, east and west, not north and south.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And the punt team now wanting to kick it away. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On third and short, they hand the ball off. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Ball's incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Fighting off the defender. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a very short chip shot from 22 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, He can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Breathe properly.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
I guess so. Nigga, the fucking play before that, nigga should have been a touchdown. Nigga just dropped the ball.
So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. And they pick up the first down as the fullback becomes involved as a playmaker, a guy we usually see throwing blocks.
Yeah, this guy actually played running back in high school. He got a little bit bigger. They moved him to fullback. You can see the athletic ability he still displays. And you're right, he's a physical guy, known for his blocking. But with that background, you can see the damage he can do to a defense.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers. And yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is all left and right. Again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to throw again.
Oh, I thought this other nigga was supposed to
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his man, has the first down. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks to the left for a quick throw.
Come on, man.
They can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. But eventually, it's going to cost you.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Quarterback escapes the pocket.
Of course.
Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's moving out of the pocket now. There's a shot toward the end zone. And incomplete.
Hey, yo. Come on, man.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. To settle for a short field.
It's annoying. There's nothing this thing is doing. There's this fucking game.
Ball handed off. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down.
Shit, I'm not even fucking surprised. This nigga been doing all fucking years. He's just been fucking airmailing shit. Alarm for what? Oh.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout and check him out.
God damn.
Important 3rd down play coming up.
Just to be a hoe.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Powers through. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The Ducks will look to convert here on 4th down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Ducks will have to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And here's the fair catch.
Why the hell do you fair catch it?
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option and to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Okay, switch it up on you,
man. Going to test the secondary. He's escaping the pocket
switch it up on you, huh?
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
2nd and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
We go with a direct snap. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. The 2-point try is successful. Down to a single-digit lead now. 9-point game. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
Damn, too fucking hard.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Fucking move 11.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, good job here on that stop. But remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Got it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Try and muscle for the first down. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking to scramble now.
the fuck?
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows he his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw to his receiver.
My quarterback fucking sucks.
And now 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And this pass is caught in a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I think the receiver makes the right choice here. Sure, he could have fought for more yards, but ultimately in this situation, time is the most important aspect of the game.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Let's fly to the wideout. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Drop him back, looking to throw for the first down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
It's an incompletion. It's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 3rd down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Look at this. He'll go deep again. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. Well, it wasn't a